Hey everybody, this is Greg with You're the Dad Gaming. Today we're going to cover another island. I've done Hell Island, I've done Cherry Blossom Island, and I've done the Island of Cove, and this is another island that I think is a good island to build a base. Actually, this mage build that I'm working on, that is where my main base is, and that's the Archipelago of Uplift Island. And you can see the big kind of cove area here. It's a little bitty small islands back there, and then you can kind of see the mountains back there. So I'm just going to kind of run through some of the high points, show you some things that you might not know exist on this island, and another reason why I think it's a pretty decent place to build a base. So right here, as soon as you start out, this location right next to the altar of transportation, where you've got water on both sides, and this area is really free of enemies. So there's no enemies that spawn here. It's surrounded by water, so pretty much you can avoid getting attacked by the werewolves and skeletons and things that come out at night. So there's a good area here that you can just kind of build around and not have to worry about them. The other thing I like is you can kind of see out there in the distance, maybe I'll jump up a little higher, you can see it, is the fish shadow. So if you want to farm for fishing, it's real easy and real quick to get to the fish shadow. No fishing boat needed. You don't have to travel a long distance like on the Island of Cove to get to it from the altar of transportation. So you can build your base here, and then every time you spawn in, you can just run out there and shoot your fishing nets and get that. Also, you've got a couple of NPCs that hang out here. You've got your merchant that hangs out here, and typically Fergus is on the other side of this little islet. I think he typically hangs out. I've seen him before. Yep, there he is. So Fergus hangs out here. So you got a couple NPCs that hang out. All right, so now I'm going to show you a couple more interesting things about this island. Let's get my helicopter. I always feel like a tour guide when I'm flying around and showing people islands on the helicopter, but to me this is one of the easiest ways to get around, especially if you don't have a jetpack. If you got a jetpack, you could always use that, but helicopters work really well. There's also pretty close to altar transportation. You have usually a dungeon that spawns over here. Could be a trial, it could be an abandoned mine, but I've had pretty good luck with dungeons spawning right here. So that's always good if you're wanting to farm enemies, to have that real close by if you get a good spawn on a boss like a messenger or executioner, one of those harder to find bosses. So up here in the mountains, I'm going to show you some interesting items. So you've got the cool little bridges that go across here. I mean, you could theoretically build a base on these mountains. So that would be kind of cool to do. I'm going to show you something that some people may have noticed and they may have had trouble with before. And let's just kind of fly around here to reveal the map a little bit. So if you notice, it says on the map that there is a dungeon right below me. But there's no dungeon here. I don't see a dungeon there. Well, so what you need to do is go down here, and you see this little discolored spot right below me. And I'll get a little bit closer to it. Right here. So this little discolored spot is a hidden area that if you break it, it'll actually reveal that there's a dungeon behind it. So let me get back over here on this side, and I'll show you the easiest way to get to this hidden area. Jump off there. What I like to do is I just jump down here and I will glide right on top of it. And you land right on top of it. So you can kind of stand on it, get your pickaxe, and then hit it and then jump. And like I said, it's not a dungeon, it's a trial. So it's a pull the pin trial, but You can see there's some crystal in here and the trials here, but you can get to it. So now you can see I'm in that same area. It's just on the overworld map. It shows, it looks like it's on top of this mountain, but it's actually hidden inside the mountain. So that's kind of a cool little trick they added there that I thought was neat. So let me see if I can get back over to my helicopter. I should have picked up my helicopter. May just throw down my secondary one that I've got here. See if I can find the other area that I want to show you today. There are some additional hidden areas. Oh, Kevin, leave me alone. Leave me alone, Kevin. I don't want to play with you right now. So down here is another hidden area. So you kind of look for these. There's several maps that contain these hidden areas. If you kind of look for the discolored. And this one is kind of like a cave system. So you go back here, and this is, looks like it's about E3. And you run back here. And I believe there's some enemies back here. Yeah, so there's some enemies back here. So we'll clear these out real quick. Whoa. Got me. And there's, you know, a campfire. Let's see if I can pick that up. And a chest that's hidden back here. Ooh, nice. Bargain armor parts. So you can see there's this little hidden area that's got like a little goblin camp inside the mountain. And, you know, when you're inside here, it's almost directly under Anubis's platform. You can see it on the map, his platform on the map. So it's about E3 is a general area you'll want to look for this. And it comes out on the other side. And of course, there's some crystal in here if you need to farm some crystal. And then when you come out the other side, you can actually break this side too. And once you break this, this stays open. It's kind of hidden by some wolves there. So that's another cool thing about this island. You know, just the hidden areas. There, you could, I mean, I guess you could build some pretty cool dungeons. You could put some, I believe it's the talisman flags up to keep the enemies from respawning. But that way you can, you know, have some cool little cave, like a bat cave, you know, in your base if you wanted to build over that way. There's not a whole lot more to explore. I mean, there's just some general mountains. You know, it's got your typical three or four dungeons spawn on this island. Here on the back side, you can see there's another trial, it looks like. So instead of getting a dungeon, I got a trial. And there's the cave. There's a skull area down there. I'm trying to see if there's any more hidden areas right here. I don't think there are. Oh, there's one there. I see it now. Let's go back over here. So back side of this mountain looks like there's another hidden area. And there's a blue chest in there. So that's good if you're looking for chests. Look at that, got more bargain armor parts. So that was about, let's see, about C3. So that's pretty close, almost on the opposite side. So let me get real high so you can kind of see the entire map. So there's Anubis' Island. There's a little goblin encampment down here. Another little mountain. So there's probably all kinds of nice little hidden nooks and crannies on this island. I think over there you can see another dungeon. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 dungeons. And then of course you got the island out there. It's just like a huge goblin island is what I would call it. It's got all kinds of goblin bases. Yeah, so that's the island. It's the Archipelago of Uplift. Like I said, I think this could be a decent island to make a base because of the water. Over there by the altar of transportation, you could easily start your base there, build over the water, and then have easy access to the fishing spot. And then of course you've got the hidden spots areas. If you wanted to build kind of a cave base, you could do that. So it's just something to consider. Some of these island types are pretty interesting design. So yeah, so play around. If you built on this island, let me know. What's your thoughts on it? I like it. I here my latest base. It isn't on this particular island because I wanted to show you the hidden features. But I am built a base on it. I usually do island and cove, but for whatever reason, this map this world I decided to build on this island instead, just to try it out. So let me know in the comments if you built on it or what your favorite island is, or if you got any questions about the island. Let me know. Drop me a comment, and I'll try to get back with you. And if there's anything in Craftopia that you want to see me cover, just let me know. I'll try to cover it. I've covered a lot of things already, but I'm always looking for new ideas. So if you got something, and that's all I've got for today. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, giving it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy what we're doing here on the channel, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.